pizzazz, who lands on her feet. That's it. Who lands on her feet. Elvira, mistress of the dark. Welcome back to the show. And once again, we've plucked from our vaults a tale of the supernatural, the weird, the bizarre. Another what you call movie macabre. This time around, it's got a little something in the sci-fi vein. A little number called Alien Contamination. It's all about this alien, and it goes around contaminating everything. That's what happens when those aliens don't read the part about washing their hands after visiting the restroom. But I don't want to give away too much of the story. I wouldn't want to spoil things for everybody else, would I? Would I? It's called Alien Contamination, and it's another movie Mac biggie. Gee, my car, the Macabre mobile, has been leaving a trail of this like green gunk. I thought it was just leaking antifreeze. Whoa, I better have that checked out. And where do you think that ship, the Caribbean Lady, came from?
It's like something out of a movie. It's a ghost ship.
Yeah, well, it sure ain't no love boat. Boy, when they said officer's nest, they really meant nest. Them officers were the biggest nest I ever seen. I mean, I've heard of all hands on deck, but I always thought the arms and the rest of the body were supposed to go with them. Ew. Oh, back to the movie after this.
Now all we have to do is wait. It takes effect almost immediately.
Can't look! I can't look! Yeah, you call it intuition. I call it a cheap way to move the story along. Boy, I tell you, them New Yorkers put the darndest things down their sewers, don't they? Remember when they had the alligators in their sewers? Yeah, these kids were flushing baby alligators down the toilets. Of course, they'd grow into big alligators and come back up. Wow, could you imagine finding one of those green avocado numbers floating in your john? Time to call in Josie the plumber. And for those of you trying to adjust your TV set on account of the sound not matching the picture, well, don't bother. This is one of those subbed into English jobs where the lips never match. Then again, if my lips aren't matching, then maybe there is something wrong with your set. Boy, take a look at this. Don't this look delicious? Yeah, I prepped it up all by my own darn self. It's just an egg inside an avocado. I think I'll call it MOS, Macabre on a Shingle. I haven't actually tried one of these yet, but what the heck? Here goes. Not bad, not bad. I think I could use a little salt, though. So, get a little dry here. Maybe a dash of Tabasco. Now it's bad. Gee, I guess you kind of forgot the part that went, if you were a man, I'd love to have it. But tell you the truth, I think she actually liked it. Some women are just that way. They just go for those caveman types. Yeah, they have a swell time together down in South America. She can go around pushing the right buttons to make him crazy, like maybe get on his case for drinking too much, for being a weakling, and then he'll slap her around some. It'll be like a regular honeymoon. I wonder what he did for a good time before she came along.
It's difficult to remember.
Hey, it's so good, though. Don't get all choked up. I was only asking out of idle curiosity. Yeah, hey, listen, I am real sorry, but I've already bought about 3 dozen tickets to the policeman's ball. I don't want any more.
Well, it doesn't matter. All right, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Try me again next year, okay? Well, I'll tell you, when you are famous like I am, everybody's got their hand out. Must get at least 10 calls like that a day. We're all back to alien contamination after these messages. Wrong number. Gee, I don't know. It's a toss-up which ran out of gas first. Hubbard's plane or this movie? You know a movie's in trouble when they throw in a tour of some coffee plant in South America. I know I wanted to take notes, and for a couple of what should have been trained professionals, that cop and the lady colonel sure didn't play it very cool with their questions. You got any of that special coffee? Like the kind you shipped to the Bronx on the Caribbean Lady? Subtle, real subtle. You must have rehearsed those questions for hours. Kind of like I rehearsed this show for hours. Well, okie doke. Lizzie Macabre continues in a jiff with alien contamination. Do you mean to tell me they were sitting back to back like that because they liked it?
Get up. He might have done it again. But his mind no longer exists, Colonel Holmes. All we had to do was crush a small plane. Hubbard is dead.
Boo! Oh, I didn't mean to startle you, honey. Little coffee shop humor there. Y'all ready to order?
What do you mean?
Watch the lips, honey. What would you like to eat?
You talked about eggs. Is that correct?
Why, sure, honey. We have eggs. Serve them all day. How do you want them eggs?
Eggs. Oval, long eggs. Eggs like football. Like that one over there.
Oh, why didn't you say so? You wanted the special. How many times do I have to tell you? You don't eat the shoes. Yep, that's what it is. It is time for us to get in a little sack time. Mail sack time. The boys up in the mailroom are simply livid on account of all those cards and letters that just keep on pouring in. And when I say livid, I should really say they're mad on account of I don't know what livid means. Anyway, livid, mad, take your pick. I answer them just as fast as I can, but believe it or not, there really is only one of me. Here's a handful. And heck, I haven't even read them yet. You're Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. I was just wondering if you've ever participated in a beauty contest. Well, yes, as a matter of fact, a couple of years ago, I was second runner-up in the Miss Cantaloupe contest. I came in behind a couple of others. Dear Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, do you think I could borrow your dress for the senior prom? No, I don't think that would be a very good idea, Larry. Dear Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, do you ever go out with professional men? Well, sure, all the time. Why, just the other night I was out with a professional wrestler. Dear Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, do you have a favorite food? Gee, I like lots of things, but I do have a figure to worry about, and I mean, if I don't watch my figure, who will? That's why I go in for things like sushi. I love that sushi. Especially when it's cooked right. Okay, and a few quickies here. Yes, yes, no, no, yes, and no. Never while the cat is watching. Well, that's all the time for Sack Time this time, or next time, and until that time, you know what's a-coming. Keep those cards and letters police. trying to remember if I ever heard Mars called the Cyclops planet before. Now, I know I've heard it called the Red Planet. Nah, I think they just started calling it the Cyclops planet on account of they had that stupid Cyclops costume as a prop. And did that thing ever wolf down Tony? 5 o'clock shadow and all. Well, he was practically a one-biter. I expected to hear that thing say, "That's the sum of spicy meatball." Of course, Tony just sort of went skipping right up to that thing. "Hey, look at the nicest Cyclops." That poor man, Sophia Loren, on the other hand, she knew better. She took those itsy-bitsy teeny little tiny baby steps, and it took her about 20 minutes to get across the room. Cyclops was going, "Hurry up, get over here, I'm a-starving." Itsy-bitsy teeny little baby steps. She was nobody's fool. Well, I'm about to take some itsy-bitsy baby steps my own darn self and get on out of here. The night's still young, and I got a full tank of high test in the old Macabre mobile. See you next time around, darling. I'll leave the key in the usual place. And here's a little swag to hold you. Mwah! Unpleasant dreams.